I just wanted to share some of the work that we've been doing, some of the progress that we've already made. So already kind of over time, over the last, I would say 30, 40 years, we've made a lot of progress in terms of representation within our department at all levels. So faculty, graduate students, and so on, in terms of, for instance, the percentage of women, the percentage of minoritized individuals, but still gaps remain, particularly at the faculty level. I think the percentage of people of color and underrepresented groups still we're working toward improving. And so we have some really active efforts that we're undertaking in this area. So both in our faculty evaluations and our graduate student application evaluations, we're incorporating diversity efforts prominently into our review. So for instance, at the graduate student level, that involves outreach at the initial stage. So making sure that information about our program is distributed widely, where it can be really seen by students from diverse backgrounds. It involves, several areas, looking at students' applications early on in the process to identify students who have really overcome barriers in their goals for pursuing higher study, students who demonstrate kind of a real awareness of diversity, equity, and inclusion issues, as well as who have a track record in contributing to these issues and helping others overcome them. So that's something that we really value in our department, and we really want to have students who come into our community. We really want those to be the people who really are coming into our community. Another key aspect of our efforts is really making sure that we are able to create an inclusive community and to really retain students from different backgrounds and really have an environment in which they can thrive. So there's a couple of initiatives along those lines that I think are helpful here. So one is that we have a mentoring program for incoming graduate students. So this is like a big SIB, little SIB program. So basically a student, when they come in, will be paired up with a more senior graduate student. And this can be really helpful because there's a lot of, institutional knowledge specific to Berkeley, how things work here, or there's also sort of more general kind of knowledge about the quote unquote hidden curriculum, the way in which things work in academia that everyone might not be privy to. And so having these kinds of informal kind of mentoring kind of connections can be something that can be really valuable. And it's something that we are trying to support going forward. We also have a committee in our department that's focused on fostering community engagement. So they set up things like coffee hours or setting up board games in our general area, in our lobby, where everyone can sort of get together and get to know each other across areas. So it's just a way for students and faculty to build connections across areas and really feel like they're part of a community.